Do you go, when somebody says to you, it's your responsibility, you should have done it? I also go like that. And then I try to reflect, what is it that I can feel and think in order for me not to have that kind of behavior and that sensation of unpleasantness. So let's look at responsibility and how it can help us to first achieve our goals, but also how it can empower us and make us feel better. In this video, I would like to share with you two things when it comes to responsibility. One is what goes in, and that is with regards to my mindset about responsibility. And another one is what goes out, and that is the outcome of a particular situation. And how do I approach that outcome when, for example, it's not exactly as I expected? Let's take a look. So let's take straight away an example and make it practical for you. So imagine that you are in a situation where you want to secure a promotion. We already have taken a look at this example, but from a different perspective. And this time we're going to take a look in terms of your responsibility. And please don't go, because responsibility is something that can really accelerate your progress as well as help you to experience life differently. So let's come back to the example. Imagine you want to get promoted. And now this is the responsibility part, which is about going in. So what goes in to your mindset when you think about the situation? Personally, when I would face with that kind of challenges or wishes, my initial reaction would be of the victim mindset, as I call it. So usually I would come up with things like, well, our organization is not so hierarchical, so I have no possibility of being promoted because it's just me and my boss. Or alternatively, I could say something that, well, now it's a tough time in the economy, so how could I even hope to be considered for promotion and potential salary increase? So all those things that turn into my head, where I adopt the victim mentality, where I effectively do not take the responsibility for that wish, because I already disarm myself by thinking like that. So then my question is, what kind of mindset you can take in order to already position yourself for a success going forward? So this is what I say, that this is the responsibility that you can take in terms of what goes in, the mindset. So let's take a look at what are the possibilities. So my question in these kind of cases is, how can I be more responsible with regards to my mindset? What kind of mindset would help me and would position me for success to achieve that goal that I want to achieve? So moving from a victim where I see all the obstacles in my way to achieve a goal, to moving into master of the situation, being responsible for that situation already from the beginning, being responsible for my own mindset that will position me to go and achieve it and experience success. Let's take a look, what can this look like? The way I love to see responsibility is being able to respond. Response able. And this is the concept that I apply to the mindset as well. So in the context of promotion, indeed, it might be the case that organization is not so hierarchical and that is just you and your boss, and therefore promotion could only happen of you taking your boss's place, and maybe this is not something that you really want. So in that case, what kind of mindset could help you? So when I think about this to myself, I'm thinking, okay, I do want to get promoted. First of all, why do I want to get promoted? Is it the salary increase? Or is it I'm lacking the acknowledgement? Or is it that I'm lacking more activity? So I can view the promotion not necessarily replacing my boss, but I can view the promotion in terms of what exactly do I need. And that is already taking part being responsible of my own mindset. So then I can draw down some options that, okay, I might talk to my boss and ask him, what is it that I need to do to receive a certain level of acknowledgement that I'm longing for? Or what is it that I can do in order to receive a salary increase? So I can talk to my boss about it and see. I could also view promotion in terms of the learning. That, okay, maybe I cannot be officially promoted, but maybe I will feel promoted when I have a possibility to learn in this job, to develop my expertise. And maybe this is what you will ask your boss, to get the training. So as you can see, that it's not about just a focus on solution, but it's about focus on the process, on your mindset that helps you to take a look at this situation in more positive light, in more constructive light. Because when I think about all those possible solutions, I don't feel so trapped that, this is what I want to get, I'm not getting it, and therefore I feel bad. No, this is what is my need, those are the possible options of how I can get it, and that's why I feel empowered to go and start working on them. So this is what I call being responsible for your mindset. What goes in? Being able to respond to a situation. Now let's take a look, what does it mean in terms of outcome? And now let's take a look at the second part of the equation. What goes out? Let's take a look at the outcomes and how you can claim responsibility for the outcomes and feel in a position of power, feel in a position of master of your life. So for example, you decided to go for that promotion and imagine that you did everything possible to get that promotion, and yet in the last minute it didn't materialize. What happens to you then? What happens when you were so attached to the outcome and it didn't happen? Personally, for me, in most of the cases, I used to go into the mode of victimhood again. I would be upset, I would grieve for that loss of the idea of the outcome that I was so attached for, and would dwell in that space of blame, as well as thinking that life and universe was so unfair. So I'm not saying that it's very easy to avoid that stage, but the question is, how long do you want to stay there? Because personally, I noticed the longer I stay there, the less pleasurable life feels like. So then again, let's take that concept of your ability to respond. How do you respond to the situation where it seems that you did everything and yet you didn't get promoted? Well, my way of thinking about this, and to move me from a victimhood to the position of a master, was, okay, I need to reflect what happened there. Perhaps I missed something. Perhaps I missed the context. Perhaps I missed a connection with the people whose buy-in was very important for me to get that promotion. So really try to squeeze that lemonade out of the lemons that life seemingly gave me. But ultimately, imagine, you start reflecting, you learn something about yourself, and next time you don't repeat that mistake, or you have an experience about how to deal with the situation better. So ultimately, who is the winner from taking this responsibility, taking the best learning things from a situation that happened? Ultimately, you will feel stronger. You will build your confidence that, if I dealt with this situation, I will certainly be able to deal with another situation, another challenge. And then it might even impact your mindset, where you feel confident that I will take on this challenge because I still see pluses in it. And I will not go into victimhood, but I will try to master myself to a level where I want something and I get it because I did all the necessary steps to achieve it. i.e., I took responsibility. I responded very best to each and every step of me going and achieving the goal. So that is what I call being responsible, being able to respond, converting the victimhood mindset to the master mindset, that you are in charge of your life and you have that power and responsibility to make yourself feel better. And I know that sometimes the question is, how do I do that? Definitely it starts from self-awareness and reflection, and also creativity in finding out different solutions that would make you feel at home and make you feel better. Thanks.